Hello there, everyone. Pearl Jr. here. How's everyone doing today? I hope everybody's doing fine. Before we get started on everything that's been wonderful that has happened, right? The premiere in Germany, Germaine, and all the festivities that happened. We got to get this out of the way. My shameless plug to a wonderful, great product, Stays All Day Shea. It is the most fabulous, most wonderful moisturizer healer that is all natural. And it comes in your favorite scents. So Stays All Day Shea. Let's do work and play. Because everybody has skin. Okay, guys? So please order your Michael Joe. Oh my God, I got some Michael Joe, which is based off of Michael Jackson's Real Fragrance, on my website at Stays All Day Shea or theskinbutterstore.com. Or come on down and say hi to me to the Skin Butter Store in North Hollywood. Okay, guys? It's a fabulous product. I promise you will not be disappointed. All right. A lot of stuff going on, okay? The first thing, I'm just going to talk about it first off from the beginning, is Germaine. Germaine's ear. I've seen an ear like that before, right? I've seen it. Hi, Germaine. I know you're over 70. I know you got a 20-something-year-old beautiful, fine thing, wife. And we're going to talk about, oh my God, that adorable, adorable little boy named Jaafar. Okay, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so I've seen that before, right? Look at that ear. What is going on? And he's got plastic surgery. We know that. He's got a facelift, some stuff done. Kind of looking a little Kenny Roger-ish. Okay, but I want to show you guys something. This is not the first time we saw this ear. It's not. Who remembers this? Okay, hold on. Come on. Who remembers? Where are you? Let me lower this. Let's see. Where is it? Hold on. Here it is. Come on. Why is my computer acting up? Okay, here we go. Okay. This was way back in July 11, 2009, before the death announcement. 2 weeks exactly, right? 14 days later, the announcement came that Michael Joseph Jackson had died. And we all know that's not his name. His name is Michael Joe Jackson. That's bad. Michael Jackson's mangled ear shows the impact of repeated plastic surgery. Look at this. Look at that ear. Look at that ear. Where's the lobe? Here's the close-up. There's no lobe on it. Right? Just like Jermaine's ear. What? But Michael's ear really wasn't like that. So something's weird going on. Right? Something weird. And I called it weird before because we have other pictures of Michael and I don't think his ears look like that. Right? But when I saw Jermaine's ear, I was like, oh my God, I remember that ear. I remember an ear like that. And it was Michael's coming out of Dr. Klein's office. Okay. And it says a similar procedure is available on the NHS, usually to correct damage caused during accidents. It's saying that his ear, they're talking about the ear, they're talking about other stuff, but you want to read the article. It's in Daily Mail. And it says Jackson's long hair normally hides it from view, but all was revealed as he left the medical clinic in California yesterday, where he has been receiving treatment for skin cancer. That's not true. Michael didn't have skin cancer. The left ear looked as though the outer ring had been removed. It is thought cartilage has been repeatedly taken from the 50-year-old's ear to rebuild his nose, which was damaged during intensive surgery. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying what the article says and showing these pictures, but I have remembered that, right? So, Jaafar, so far, rave reviews. In Berlin, they already did the whole big giant Michael Jackson, first people to see the Michael biopic movie. And it was in Germany, and it looked like it was a spectacular event. Before we get to that, who wasn't there? The Jackson women, right? Right? Except Jermaine's new wife and Jaafar's mama was there, Alejandra. Jermaine's new wife had on a tiara. I don't understand that. I don't know why the dress was beautiful and she wore it too, didn't she? Okay. The tiara, right? The tiara. We're going to get to her, right? But no Janet. And the rumors were Janet was mad. But I told y'all from the beginning when I looked up the IMDb page, I told y'all that Janet was not casted. So Janet doesn't have a choice to say, I'm not going to be in a movie. Okay. She's Michael's sister. As long as you tell the truth, you could have Michael. Like I said, Michael could be walking Janet to school one day. He could be telling Janet during their Las Vegas stay, where Janet was a part of the cast for their Las Vegas variety show. He could be teaching her a step or saying something to her. Janet can't do nothing about that. But why did John Logan not put Janet in the movie? And then there's rumors that Germaine and Janet, when they had the family viewing of the movie, that Janet didn't like it. And Germaine's like, why are you trying to cramp our style? You know, because Jaafar is his son, right? But Taj and Austin, Reeby's son, Austin Brown, he came out and they apparently said that it wasn't true. There was no family feud. But yet and still, Janet wasn't there. Reeby's taking care of Catherine. Catherine's 96 years old, soon to be 96, I think. Soon to be 96 on May 4th. Reeby is her caretaker. Catherine is too much for her to drive, to fly to Germany. It's too much. So since Catherine didn't go, Reeby can't go because Reeby takes care of Catherine, right? And then Latoya, I worry about Latoya. Let me look up something. When was Latoya's? Because Latoya was extremely anorexic thin. Yes, anorexic thin. And let me go here and let me go on Instagram and see when was the last time Latoya posted live. You know, because I worry about Latoya. I really do. Let's see. Let's put in Latoya. Because Latoya Jackson. When was the last time she went live? I don't know. It's been a while. Now, she posted for the Michael biopic 3 days ago. Okay, so we don't know what's going on with Latoya, but we haven't seen any live pictures of Latoya in a minute. We've seen some old things of Latoya, but she was on she was interviewed for some documentary about the Jackson family, about Michael. But that could have been recorded a year and a half ago, that aired in the UK, that aired outside the United States. So, and she looked pretty decent then. So, but I worry about Latoya. Wishing you well, girl. Wishing you well. So, anyway, well, this is how thin Latoya is. This is not good. That is, and she's even thinner in real life. Because when I saw her at Papa Joe's memorial, she was only 5 or 10 pounds from anorexic. And she is extremely thin here. Even though the outfit is banging and, you know, she wears it well, but girl, and she don't even know she that thin. She don't know that she's ridiculously thin. So I worry about Latoya. I really do. We're going to talk about Paris. Oh my God, girl. We're going to talk about Paris, but in a minute. We're going to have some fun before we get into Paris and her stuff, right? All right. So now let's go to this little guy. Dang, he was cute. Cute. Oop. Cute. His name happens to be Jaafar as well, but they call him Abu. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. Okay, look at him. He like, get on this, Jaafar. And Giuliano, get on this. He know where the stage is at. Jermaine had to go get him. Let's play it one more time. Look, he want to go back. He know where he said, let me at him. Let me show him what I could do. Let me show them what I can do. I want to be on the stage. There's his wife. Pretty fine thing. With a tiara on. Okay. With a tiara. I think she Puerto Rican. Okay. But I'm not sure. But she's some kind of Latino. But look at that. You like, get on this. Get on this. Can you get on this? My gosh, is he cute. He is so cute, Abu. But why did both of them name Jaafar? They couldn't think of another name? They couldn't think of another name with a J? Now, you guys, Jaafar, big Jaafar, little Jaafar, right? Two different baby mamas, Alejandra and this Medea. I think her name is Medea, if I'm pronouncing it right. Oh my God. He like, get on this, get on this. Trying to call him out. And he know where the stage is at too, right? Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute, right? Okay, we're going to get into Colman Domingo next. But anyway, so was she wearing the tiara? Because nobody else had one on. Okay. So was she, or any kind of, and Abu and Germaine had on like matching outfits. Their little suits, their little tuxedos were like exactly the same. Right. Cute. And the Jackson jeans. Oh man, he know where the stage is at. He know how to dance. He's confident. He want to be there. He want to party. He feels the music. I feel another Jackson, because he stole the show, so to speak. Another Jackson on the rise. And this one is serious because he's only like 3 years old. Now, let's go back 2 years. I'm the one that told y'all that Jermaine had a baby. Remember that? When he attended in one of my old videos, he attended, I don't know, let me see if I can find that. Jermaine and his wife attended Jackson's concert, right? And does Germaine have a baby? Hold on, Germaine have a baby. Oop. And the baby was there, right? And here we go. Here it is. 2 years ago, what month I found it. I said it here. Here's the video I did. I did this video. What day did I do the video? Here it is. March 13th, 2024. So 2 years ago. Okay. And here's my video. Does Jermaine have a baby? Okay, and let's see if we find the baby. But I told y'all 2 years ago that Jermaine had a baby. Okay, let's see if we can find that part. Does Jermaine have a new baby? And that's the boo. That's second Jaafar. Just weird. That too? I mean, or was she trying to like upstage Alejandra? Trying to say, I'm the queen now. I'm the princess now. I'm the queen. And I'm going to name my baby your baby name. Oh, my goodness. That is just, I don't know. But you guys know that Germaine has, where is it? It's in here. Did I go too fast? Hold on. Where is it? Where is Jermaine and his wife backstage at a, where is it? It's in here because the title says, does Jermaine have a baby? And I know I showed the footage that I had. Let's see what this is. What's this? No, that's Michael. Hi, Michael. Let's see. And we're working on a live 5, y'all. We got over 50 minutes done. I got to reorganize it, right? Oh my goodness, where is that footage of the baby? Sometimes they skip over stuff when you're doing this little summary. Okay, hold on. It's here somewhere. It's somewhere here. Boy, I'm on camera a lot in this one. Okay, let's see. I have it somewhere, the footage somewhere. Wonder why I can't find it. Well, I'll find it and then I'll post at the time code. But it's in here. It's in here. Okay. So I told y'all Germaine had a baby. I told y'all Germaine had a baby. Okay. And now we see him and cute as can be. Okay, I got more. Now, Colman Domingo plays Papa Joe. He looks like he's doing a great job. Now, we've learned through studying Michael Jackson, right, that Michael likes to match things, right? He looks for signs to tell him if he's doing the right thing, right, if he's making the right choice. All right, Colman Domingo, he was on Saturday Night Live last Saturday, right? And he's going to do his monologue, but I want you guys to hear something. Here we go.
Very much. I am so excited to be here hosting Saturday Night Live. Now, I have been an actor since the 90s, so you may be sitting here thinking, where do I know him from? And it's probably because I've been in a lot of different things. You know, Fear the Walking Dead,
Did he say Fear of the Walking Dead? Did he say that he's in a zombies movie, right? He's in a zombie series, Fear of the Walking Dead. Peter Michael Bobby's favorite show was Walking Dead, right? So that was probably the sign that said Colman Domingo was going to play Joe. Now, I'm going to get into a little colorism. Joe is the one that's the most white in the family. Okay, Joe. Okay, as far as Catherine and their 10 children, because Joe and Giovanni, right? Joe's mother is half white. Joe's mother's half white, right? And so Coleman's all the way dark skinned, right? But we got Michael biracial, right? Jaafar is black and Latino, right? Because Alejandra, I think she's from Colombia or something. I'm not sure, but she's from a Latin country. And Juliana, he looks like he's biracial too, right? And so lighten him up, but let's darken Joe up, right? Let's darken Joe up. I'm just saying, I'm talking about a little colorism. That's all. I just noticed it. But he was in Fear of the Walking Dead. And I have things like kind of death hoax clues from John Logan, who is the writer, Graham King, Anton Fuqua, and now Colman Domingo. That's all going to be in Alive 5, because Alive 5, Michael Jackson survives to thrive, right? So we're going to get into Michael's successes in as he walks, as he is, I'm not in Fear of the Walking Dead, but as he lives as a Walking Dead person, right? All right. So that was kind of fun. All right. So then, here we go. We got to do Abullah again. But watch how smooth he is, right? Here, we got to watch him again. Okay, we got to watch him again. Oh, he's so cute. He said, "Shoot, let me show y'all." He loves his uncle's music. Jermaine's like, "Come on, boy, come on." And look, he tries to give him to the that time. Look. Okay, so this time, this when he gets the smooth move. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Oh, let me show you what I can do. Loves the stage. Knows where the stage is at. Knows what it's all about. He's partying. Like, come on, Jermaine's like, come on, boy. Come on. And then, wait, he gets Lucifer one time. Where's the one where he gets loose? Hold on. Where's the one where he gets loose? Oh, man, I don't have it saved. Oh, man, I don't have that one saved. Oh, man. All right. So, the movie is a smash success as far as the first first premiere goes. Okay, everybody loved the movie. All kinds of accolades for Jaafar. Don't get big-headed. Always stay humble, Jaafar. Stay humble. Because being like this can make you feel like you are Michael, right? So, always be humble. Michael would always bring it down because Michael was a little bit shy. You know what I mean? He was a little shy. Okay, so we have that. That was so cute. Now, Germany. I'm wondering, was Michael in Germany? Is that why it's in Germany? Because Michael's there? I'm just wondering. Why Germany? The first one. I'm just wondering. Is Michael in Germany? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. All right. So let's see. Jackie. Oh my God. I don't have that saved with Jackie crying. Jackie was crying because he said he reminded him so much of Michael. And he did such a great job, and he was so proud. So we're very happy about that. Not much mention of Michael being dead, though. At least from what I've seen. Not too much mention of poor Michael. I miss my brother so much. I love him so much. I wish he was here. Brings me back good times with my brother. None of that. We don't get none of that. We did get Jaafar saying that when they did the first screening and Tito was alive, and he said all his uncles called him, and even Uncle Tito, rest in peace. So we got that, but we're not getting any, there's my brother Michael. Oh, Michael. Jackie cried because Jaafar did such a good job portraying Michael. But no, I miss my brother, right? Because Michael's not dead, y'all. Michael's not dead. All right. So, yeah. Now, Randy wasn't there. Now, Randy is Janet's manager. At least last I heard. Randy's Janet's manager. So Randy goes where Janet goes. Okay, they're two peas in a pod, if they're still together. I haven't heard them breaking up, but Randy and Janet are like this, very close for many years, and he's managing her career. Okay, let's do, Jaafar is in Gary, Indiana, because that's the next stop. Gary, Indiana is the next stop, and I think he's there today, because there were pictures in front of the 2300 Jackson Street. Always home. I wish I could sing. Damn, I wish I could sing. Right? 2300 Jackson Street. Oh, I love that song. So he was in front of 2300 Jackson Street, right? So he's visiting the old house. I wonder if it's his first time being there, right? Okay. Let's see. Let's do Paris. We got to go to Paris. We got to do Paris. Okay. Now, I've been telling y'all about Paris for many years, right? I'm sorry. Paris Jackson sides with accusers. I've been telling y'all for years, Paris is not right. Okay? I peeped game on Paris Jackson. Somebody messaged me. Let me see what you messaged me. Oh, nothing. Okay. I peeped game with Paris way back when, let's see what year this was. Hold on. I peeped game years ago with Paris. Okay. And when was this? Okay. Paris had a boyfriend that was in love with the Confederate flag. Okay. I think his name was Michael Snooty or Snooty. He was in love with the Confederate flag. Okay. In love with the Confederate flag. Okay. And that was her boyfriend, right? That was her boyfriend, right? Okay. I'm just saying it. He's in love with the Confederate flag, and this is Paris's boyfriend. When was that? Oh, caught in the N-word. Hold on. Let me read that. Where is it? What did I do? I lost it. Hold on. Here we go. Paris's boyfriend caught in N-word row following racism controversy over Confederate flag. Okay, what year was this? No, you ain't gonna live it down. Not when you still doing mean stuff, Paris. Not when you still doing mean stuff to Michael. Okay, so let's go back. How do I get out of here? This is not letting me get out of here. Okay, here we go. All right, so what year was this and how old was Paris? 2016. So that's 10 years ago. Okay, 10 years ago. So 10 Paris is now 27, so she was 17, because I don't think she had any tattoos at that time, because you got to wait till you're 18 to get tattoos, and boy, did she go tattoo crazy. Okay, so she had a boyfriend. Okay, tweets have emerged from Michael Snooty's, that's what I said, account, featuring the N-word. Paris 17, y'all. Okay, this is 10 years ago. April 19th, almost 10 years ago exactly. April 19th, 2016. Paris is 27 right now. So she was 17 years old. Now, if Paris, I wouldn't keep bringing it up if she just really redeemed herself, but she hasn't. Okay? Anytime. Now, let's say he had it covered up on his wrist and you didn't know and you thought he was cute and he macked to you and all this other stuff. As soon as you saw the Confederate flag, you should have ran. Okay? Ran, said, no, my father's black. This is not, I already know. This is not. But no, not only did she embrace him and keep dating him, she brought him over to Havenhurst house. Okay? Now, caught using the N-word in a series of tweets. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? It comes out just 2 weeks after Snooty, who reportedly began Paris, 18-year-old, last month. Oh, sorry, she's 28, so she must have been 18. Okay, was accused of being racist after allegedly getting the Confederate flag tattooed on his wrist. How? And using the N-word too? Okay, the tweets dated back from 2009 to 2011 featured repeated use of the N-word and resurfaced following the earlier allegations. Isn't that great? Now, some of you guys, if you're not black, maybe you think it's not a big deal. I'm black, Michael's black, Catherine's black, Joe's black, all the Jackson 5 is black, the Jacksons is black, Janet is black, okay? This was an insult, period. And it was her saying she don't give a damn about Michael back then, okay? Or her black relatives, right? Then his tweet said, hooked up with N up, and that shit reads one post. In 2011, he tweeted, Thirsty Thursday with the N-word. Another one, put your hood up in. Put your hood up was another. I'm just saying, his tweets are here. Okay? His tweets are here. Okay? And I'm not gonna forgive something that's insulting to me because he's Michael Jackson's daughter. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not gonna do it because she's not black. She's not his biological child, so she can't do that. Okay? You can't do that. That is a no, fighting words. Okay? And you go to court and they be like, it's a hate crime. It's a hate word. Okay? Just like Hail Hitler. And we know what's going on right now with Kanye. Kanye said something horrible about killing Jews or something. They should be annihilated. And something about Jews. Imagine a Jewish person saying that about a black person. We wouldn't put up with it. It wasn't right, Kanye. I don't like Kanye, to be honest with you. I don't like him. I haven't liked him since he named albums College Dropout and Late Registration, knowing his mother and father was high into education. This when they were alive. And black boys weren't going to college as much and graduated from college. And we were lacking in college degrees. Okay? So I ain't like Kanye in a while because he let me know he was a sellout. Right? All right. So now we have this with Paris. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up. Now that you want to go and side with the Cassios, okay, Paris. Now it's one thing. I don't care. I don't care if she don't like me. She knows I'm gonna tell the truth. She knows me all these years. I'll give credit where credit is due, but I'm sorry. Okay, so now there was a Havenhurst deed. Somebody quit claimed right before she moved into Havenhurst in handwriting a quick claim deed to her. And I believe it was her. Okay. Eventually, soon after, she had to move out. She had to move and leave Havenhurst. She had to move out. Okay. And we're going to get into that. Move out. Okay. So now there are reports. Now there, and her poo-poo in the movie, her poo-poo in the Michael movie, this movie takes place before you were born. Okay, even before they cut it in two, it took place before you were born. You know why? Because I looked at the Internet Movie Database cast, and never was there a Lisa Marie cast, never was there a Debbie Rowe cast, okay, or Paris, Prince, and BG. You were never cast. So how does she know what really happened in the movie to poo-poo it like that? Okay, and to poo-poo the fans too. Okay, now, if you're a true heir to the Jackson throne or the Jackson money, why are you trying to mess with your money? The Michael movie is going to make billions of dollars. It's going to make a whole lot of money, right? Right? And why would you side with the Cassios who have tried to sue what is supposed to be your money soon, right? $213 million, right? Why are you siding with them? Reports say. Now, Paris is quick to correct anything false about her. Like TMZ had reported, Paris outside smoking instead of attending premiere. Okay, here's TMZ. Okay. It said something about her being outside smoking cigarettes. Okay, Paris Jackson, that biopic, a drag. I'm skipping the premiere with family. And they said they caught her. Here it is. Okay, Paris Jackson clearly had better things to do than attend the Michael premiere on Friday, like smoking a cigarette on the streets of LA. Okay. So she OG, right? She gonna roll her cigarettes like you roll a joint, right? Because she's supposed to be sober, because you know she's an addict, heroin addict, okay? Sober heroin addict. I'm hoping she's still sober. But some of the moves that you making right now ain't so good. So she got on, let's go to Instagram. She got on Instagram. It's probably gone, the Insta story, because it was an Insta story, and I don't think I saved it. I might have saved it, but I ain't all that. Okay, well, she had an Insta story, and in her Insta story, she said, just because you know, I'm clean and sober, and she was rolling cigarettes, okay, cigarettes. I thought it always said smoking. But now I don't know if they edited and put a cigarette after she came out and said it was a cigarette. Now, okay, so she knows how to come and say this ain't true. She does it all the time. She cusses out the media and tells them all kind of stuff. Like when they thought she was crying because her father was dead and it was the anniversary of her father. She's like, I wasn't crying because of that. I was crying because I just broke up with my fiance. You reaching. Remember that? Okay, so now we have Paris. Now we have her, Paris Jackson, siding with Cassios. Okay, Frank Cassio. Okay, Paris. These are big companies. Yahoo.com. They got money. To get for defamation, because this would be hell of a defamation case that she has if she did not say this or insinuate this. And so anyway, so let's pull it up 4 days ago. Let's pull it up. Okay. Yahoo. They're a $1 billion company. They rich. You could sue them for defamation. Yahoo Entertainment. Paris Jackson believes allegations about dad, Michael Jackson, a source has said. It came out Friday the 10th. Was that the same day as the premiere in Germany? Oh my goodness. Okay. Paris Jackson has grown close to her father's alleged victims and now believes their lurid claims against the thriller singer, according to new claims. Wonderwall can reveal Paris, 26. I think she was born in 98. I think she's 27. Okay, 97, Prince, I don't know, I'll look it up. Has previously downplayed stories linking her late father to allegations of abuse, saying she doesn't believe that kind-hearted father could have carried out such attacks and denounced those suggestions as lies. But after strengthening ties with the Casio family, whose children Dominique and Aldo were snapped being cuddled by the King of Pop and unearthed pictures, she now believes that the stories about her father being a pedophile are likely true. According to sources close to the alleged victim's family, who recently filed suit against Jackson's estate, Paris will reportedly, quote, go public with her thoughts when she feels ready. Oh, maybe on the 24th? The real worldwide premiere, maybe that day. Maybe she'll do it that day. A source told the Daily Mail, Paris has stayed in touch with the Casio family, and she is especially close with their mother, Connie. There have been some very candid conversations over the years between Paris and the Casio family, and based upon those, Paris knows exactly what her father did. Oh, really? The insider adds this will come out officially from Paris in time, but is going to come out when Paris wants it to come out. Ooh. In recent years, Paris has erased some tattoos on her body, which reference Jackson, including a logo based on his initials, which she had on her fingers in 2016. A large tattoo of Jackson's face on her arm, also inked in 2016, taken from the cover of the Dangerous album, now has a fat, ridged scar, apparently from self-harming, running across it. And last summer, Paris distanced herself from the new biopic called Michael, which was aired, blah, blah, blah. Didn't sit right with me, whatever. If there was no truth to this story, none whatsoever, Paris would already came out and said, F you, I never said or insinuated that my father molested anybody, and how dare you, and you will be hearing from my lawyers. We ain't heard a peep from her. A peep from her regarding this. She was worried about them saying she was smoking. Okay, she addressed that one, but she didn't address this one. Okay, I already told y'all. When Michael lost his, I'm going to go back, RIAA status. I'll finish that one, then I'll go back. RIAA #1 status, #1 most sold album in the USA, which was Michael's dream since he was a little boy. Okay? When they overtook that, Paris went to an Eagles concert. How about that? And posted and promoted the Eagles. How about that one? Isn't that nice? Okay, that was personal to Michael, not the estate. Personal to Michael, not the estate. Okay, she's done other things too. Okay, she's done other stuff too, but I'm not gonna go just too far into it, right? I have a list. Of the things Paris. Hey, let's see. It's somewhere. I have it. I'll post it later. Okay. But I didn't look it up. Okay. Now, as far as the Casios are concerned, they said, when we saw Leaving Neverland, it was Trigger. And all 5 of us were molested. And the girls too. And all they did was Michael, when he was ready to molest us, he goes, snap, point. Snap, go over there in that room. Come on. He's going to molest the whole family. He's going to be bold and brazen about it too. After he's already been charged with that. It's what the Casios are doing, in my opinion. They're taking a little bit of truth and adding the lie of molestation, because guess what? That was behind closed door. And they all got in their sewing circles and they said, we taking the estate down, right? We are taking the estate down. We getting our money, right? Because at the time when Wade came out, because he was mad because he didn't get the choreography job for Michael Jackson 1, right? So he got mad and wrote a book. Nobody would buy it. Then he went ahead and filed the lawsuit saying Michael molested him from age 7 to age 14. Then he said, hey, all you little boys, all you little kids that hung out with Michael, let's all get him at the same time. Because the more of us that do that, the more it's going to seem true. The more that it's going to seem true. So we know James took the bait, right? We know that. Now we know Frank Cassio took the bait back in 2019. And I'm freaking wondering about Omar's ass. Okay? Because Paris and Omar were close. Okay? And Omar don't have no money. Okay? As far as what I see, he don't have any money because I don't know how he's making money. Paris can make money as a model, but her jobs are, I don't know, they're not frequent enough. They're not paying you enough. The Jackson's name isn't giving you a raise in price. You know, you're a great model, Paris. I give you that. You're a damn good model, girl. And you look good. Your pictures look great. You look gorgeous. All that. You get that. But what's going on inside of your heart? What's going on inside of your heart, Paris? Okay. To side with them. And at the time, Paris was what? Let me see when Paris was born. Let's figure this out. Okay. Paris Jackson birthday. Because I was waiting for her to come out and say, that is not true. I know her birthday's April 3rd. Okay. She's 28. Yeah, she's 28. So she was 18 with the Michael Snooty thing. She had just turned 18. Okay. And she's 28 and April 3rd. Yes. Okay. So the Cassios, you said Neverland was triggering. The 2005 trial? Where it was all over the news, everywhere, all day, every day. That wasn't triggering? You weren't triggered for memory or that, but leaving Neverland triggered it. It's all just BS. Okay? It's all just straight extortion. And I'm wondering about Paris and her money. If she is poo-pooing the estate making money, right? She don't care about the Michael movie making money, but she cares about the money. Don't get it wrong. She cares about the money because she's suing them because she's saying the estate didn't spend the money right. Right? The estate did not spend the money right. The estate, we need transparency. Where is that $625,000, which is 0.005% of how much the estate has earned since 2009? So we know she cares about the money because she's suing about the money, right? But now you don't. Brings me to the paragraph in the will and the trust. The will, okay, Michael Jackson will, last will and testament, Michael Jackson. Brings me to this paragraph, okay, because they don't get no more allowances, right? They don't get any more allowances after the age of 24. I thought it was 26, but it's 24. And I'm going to buy the last 2022 accounting. I'm going to buy that and I'm going to go through it. Okay. Now here is the last will and testament. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The will. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. The last will. It's not on here anymore. Smoking Gun done took it down. Well, you know I got it. Okay, I got it. I'll just look in my archives instead of last will. Okay, last will. So it might have something to do with, let's go through it. Let's go. And that might have something to do with this. Okay, that's the first page. Oh, that's just one page. Where's the rest of it? Hold on. He did not initial an agreement that he has, I am not married. My marriage to Debbie Rowe Jackson has been dissolved. I have 3 children now. Prince Michael Jackson Jr. That ain't his name. His name's supposed to be Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. I think that's her name. So she's in for sure. And Prince Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. His name is supposed to be Prince Michael Jackson II. Okay, he didn't initial that as true. Okay, he didn't initial that as true. In order to disinherit people, you got to name them. You got to name them. Okay, you got to name them. Last will and testament. Where is mine? Here it is. Smoking gun. Here's mine. Last will and testament. Michael Jackson. How come I can't find it? Where's mine? Okay, hold on. Last will. Okay, where is my will? Last will and testament. Where is it? So her doing all this has to do with money. Okay, here's page 1. Page 1. Where's page 2? Where's the whole thing? I have the whole document. Here it is. Here's the whole thing. Okay. Here's the whole... Oh, no, this is a still shot too? What the heck? Y'all know I got it. Let's see if it's this. Oh, man. You know I got it. You know I got it. See? You know, something's going on with my files. All right. So where is the last will and testament PDF? I have it. Complete. Here it is. I finally found it. Okay. So it might have something to do with this paragraph. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think it's on page 3. Yeah, it's on page 3. Okay. Except as otherwise provided in this will or in the trust referred to in Article 3 hereof, I have intentionally omitted to provide for my heirs. I have intentionally omitted to provide for my former wife, Debbie Jean Rose Jackson. Initial. He said, yep, I mean that. I mean that. Okay, so the heirs that he's talking about are Debbie's kids because he put them in the same paragraph. So is that why she mad? Is she looking for another way to get paid by siding with the Cassios? Because in 2009, Paris was 11 years old because she was born in 98, right? She was born in 98, so she's 11 years old. When the 2005 trial happened, 2005 trial, she was 7 years old. Okay, so that's when Mike was hanging around with Frank. Frank was already grown. Frank was already a grown-up at that time. Let's look at how old Frank Cassio. Let's see how old Frank Cassio is. Okay, Frank Cassio. Okay, Frank Cassio age. Okay, I think he was born in the 70s. Frank Cassio, born in 1982. Okay, so in 82, 92, 02, he would have been already 20. So by the time Paris was born in 98, right, Dominique was already, Frank Dominique was already 16. So she ain't see nothing because Michael's supposed to like little boys, right? He's supposed to like little prepubescent boys, like under 12, right? So she ain't seen nothing. So she's just being mean again, in my opinion. She being mean to Michael again, you know? And I wonder about it. I want to say something, interject real quick. You know, Germaine got 8 kids, and only one of them is a girl. Them Jacksons love them boy genes, boy. They got them boy masculine genes like a mug, right? They got them boy genes. But anyway, let's get back to Paris. So she didn't see nothing. Because by the time, let's say she was 4, you got a memory back at 4 years old. So that would have been she was 4, 98, 2002, 2003. They all grown now. So she didn't witness nothing. So she just choosing to believe stuff. That's her choice. Okay? If I loved my dead father, right? And my dead father is a legend. And somebody told me after my daddy's been acquitted, after there's been no proof, just talks, words coming out of people's mouth. And I hope Frank, for his own sake, and the Casio family, for their own sake, they didn't Photoshop some of those pictures. Because there's a way you can find out about Photoshop. Okay? And I think Michael probably got all the negatives somewhere. Okay? Because Michael didn't trust people. He didn't trust. So he would get the negatives some way. Like when you went and got, before, back in the old days, you went to CVS or Thrifty or Save-Ons or something, and you put it with the in the photography, and they would make the pictures. They would go into the dark room, and they would I don't even know the word anymore. They would process the pictures, but they gave you the negatives and they gave you the regular pictures, right? So this is way back in the day. Right? Now, if there's Polaroids, I don't know. But I just know that Paris wasn't old enough to see any molestation of them as a child. Okay? Now, the girls. Now, there's girls saying that they were molested. So is Paris going to say she was molested too now that they introduced the girl? I'm just saying, I don't trust nothing she do. I don't trust nothing she do. Okay, and then with Michael Snooty, the Confederate flag, you know what else she did at Havenhurst? She went outside and she shaved his head and photographed it and videotaped her shaving his head as if to say, and he's a skinhead too. Well, using the N-word multiple times, being in love with the Confederate flag, skinhead is pretty close to that too. That's in the same realm. So why would you even do that? Because you mean. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't like, I've warned y'all, some of y'all still gonna defend her. I don't know why. She obviously hates Michael, right? And she obviously don't want no success to come, and forget her cousins. Jaafar put his heart into the movie, right? Forget all the cast and everybody that's put all their time, effort into making this a world-class movie. Forget them. I don't care about them. I'm you don't know who you messing with. I'm a bad chick. And I'm going to come out with it when, if she come out on the 24th with that, a press conference or something. I'm just saying, she didn't see nothing. That's how you know. Because of words coming out their mouth. There's always words coming out of people's mouth. Don't mean it's true. All right, but anyway, I got to get back to Alive 5. Alive 5. Get back to Alive 5. And hopefully, maybe she'll have a change of heart. Maybe the estate got to, give her $50 million or something to shut her up. If she comes out and says, I didn't say that. Did the estate have to pay her all that money? Now, Prince and Beachy were there. Okay, because they know. Okay, they know. BG, a little quiet. He tries to stay out of things. And then Prince, I really like Prince. He's very gregarious. I just wish he went to black kids' schools with black kids, and gives them toys and gives them gifts. See, it seems like the Jacksons depended on black women especially. Okay, coming up as the Jackson 5. Okay, black people bought most of their records. I showed you guys when Jackie did some interview, and they said, one guy said to Jackie, "It's describe your audience," and he said, "They're black." Our audience is black, right? So, thank you. Gotta go now. Okay, thank you, black folks. Okay, thank you, Black Michael. Okay, anyway, I'll leave you with Paris and her boyfriend's tattoo. And remember, one last thing. I sat in the 2005 trial. I sincerely wanted to know if Michael was a pedophile. I was sincere And if I thought he was, I'm telling y'all now, I would have reported it. Now, I've done a documentary, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, and it's in real time. I came out of the courtroom and I would say what happened. And if I ever thought that he was guilty, I would have said so. I had to be impartial. So when I seemed like too much of a fan and the trial wasn't over, I had to pull back a little bit because I wanted you guys to know that at any time I could have changed my mind that Michael was guilty. At any time during that trial, at any time. And I wanted everybody to know that I'm here to report the truth. And there was absolutely nothing that showed that Michael Jackson was a pedophile. Nothing. Nothing showed that he was even gay. Nothing. Okay? He was a regular heterosexual guy that was shy. Okay? And he hung around kids because he missed his childhood and he was trying to get that back. Okay? And he always picked masculine boys. That he didn't want to play dolls. He didn't want to play Barbie. He didn't want to play house. He wanted to play bumper cars. He wanted to climb trees. He wanted to play video games. He wanted to do little mischievous things with water balloon fights. Okay? So all this about anybody who's thinking Frank Cassio and the Cassios are telling the truth, or James is telling the truth when he said he was molested in a train station that wasn't even built yet. Okay, 60 Lies of Leaving Neverland with Wade. Tom Mesereau, take them down hard. Okay? Anyway, I love you all, but I got to go work on a Live 5, okay? I can't wait to see some more footage of the Michael premiere in Gary, Indiana. Love you all. Gotta go. Bye-bye.